Man, I'm so bored. Nothing to do around here. I wish I had snow or a gun, something.
Ho, 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 ho.
Santa?
Merry Christmas!
Where did you come from?
The North Pole, of course!
Oh, yeah, obviously. What are these you brought me?
Santa's toys, baby!
Oh my.
Woo!
Are those for me? This one.
This one's for you.
Ah,
Wait 1 second. Did I hear you say there's no snow?
yeah. Can you bring snow?
Make it snow!
What? This is incredible! Now what do we do?
Now we have some fun. Let me show you how you shoot one of these.
Okay, Santa, I think I get it now. Thanks, Santa, for making this the best day ever.
Merry Christmas!
Hey everyone, welcome back to Ball Guys with Guns. I'm Rob,
And I'm Jeremy.
and today we are talking about the Winchester 3030. Well, at least I am. What is that?
Rob, don't you know you always have to protect your wood? You got to keep that wood nice and clean. You got to make sure it stays nice and shiny. I mean, just look at the color of that wood, baby.
That's what happens when you keep it in the sack. Speaking of things that are put in sacks, you know what? Who else carries things in sacks?
Who?
Santa Claus.
The big red guy, that's right.
As you can see, we're wearing Santa hats. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in today.
We are so excited to bring you this episode as our Christmas episode because there's nothing better than the most American of guns.
Santa definitely would have shot this one.
Oh, absolutely. He has reindeer that pulls his sleigh as horses pulled carriages back in the Old West, and this is the
choice.
the choice. The ultimate lever action gun.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
So these guns, they are the Winchester 3030's. They are the model 94. Because they began manufacturing on these models back in 1894, and they continued producing these rifles all the way through 2006.
And then they reintroduced them in 2011 and still make them.
And I am so glad that they do.
Yeah.
Now, as you know in our videos, we do like to talk specifically to the rifles that we're holding. These particular ones do have an interesting history with their serial number that Rob's going to talk about.
Yeah, as I was doing the research on both of these guns, interestingly enough, Winchester doesn't actually have record of our serial numbers. From the years 1943 to 1948, Winchester doesn't have record of serial numbers in that time frame. And our best guess is that these were made between the years 1944 and 1945 because their numbers are linear. They just kept going up, 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 up. So based on the last one they had record of and the one that they started on again in 48, that's where we think ours fall.
And interesting enough, between these two rifles, they have, 40,000? 41,000?
41,000 units different.
Different. So they very well could have been manufactured in the exact same year.
Yep. Which is actually super cool because he got his from his grandpa and I got mine from my brother who bought it off somebody who bought it off somebody.
So on my particular rifle here, it was a gun that was going to be handed down to me possibly in the future by my grandfather, who, when we were filming this, did not know I actually had this gun. You know, I called him to ask how he came about acquiring this particular rifle, and he questions me and says, "How do you know so much about my serial number?" And I'm like, "I'm holding your gun." Lo and behold, he didn't know, so let's cross our fingers that, one day this will be mine. And we can pass this on and keep this tradition going with the old 3030 lever action. This gun was acquired for hunting purposes, and it has taken down many big game animals, mostly mule deer, on horseback, on foot, you name it, and it has traveled hundreds and hundreds of miles and been just thrashed through that wilderness, and it still looks gorgeous today.
One thing that Jeremy didn't mention that I enjoyed hearing when he called his grandpa was that his grandpa was supposed to get a gun just like this from his own dad. So that would be Jeremy's great-grandpa. The gun was stolen before he could hand it down. And so Jeremy's grandpa went in the 80s and bought this gun just so that they could have one to hand down in the family.
And do you know how much this gun cost back in the 80s?
What do you say, like $130?
$130.
These guns today are worth about $1,500 or more.
Yep.
Depending on their condition. And this one here that I have, this one actually is mine now. My brother actually bought this used. Not sure how many times it's been repurchased and sold off, but it is now officially my gun. I paid $600 for this one. Luckily, not $1,500. Family discount, I guess.
Right.
One final interesting thing, well, let's say two final interesting things about this gun, mine, is that underneath, right in front of the trigger, there is a stamp, and it says BZ, just the letters BZ, and you'll see a close-up of that right now.
Bravo Zulu.
And best guess for that, too, is that it was this gun was either owned by a railroad company or some ranch that needed to stamp it so that people knew it was
Branded
theirs.
it, yeah.
Yeah, basically branded the gun. But, you know what? Internet, we know you guys are smart, so why don't you tell us what you think that means? Because that's our best guess. I don't know. The Winchester Model 1894 rifle, also known as the Winchester 94 or Model 94, is a lever-action repeating rifle that became one of the most famous and popular hunting rifles of all time. Designed by John Browning in 1894 and originally chambered to fire two metallic black powder cartridges, the 3240 Winchester and the 3855 Winchester. It was the first rifle to chamber the smokeless powder round, the 30 WCF, 30 Winchester centerfire, in time becoming known as the 3030 Winchester in 1895. The Model 1894 was produced by the Winchester Repeating Arms Company from 1894 to 1980, and then by U.S. Repeating Arms under the Winchester brand until they ceased manufacturing rifles in 2006. Reproductions are being made by the Miroku Company of Japan and imported into the United States by the Browning Arms Company of Morgan, Utah. The Model 1894 has been referred to as the ultimate lever-action design by firearm historians.
In our research with Winchester, the year 1964 is one critical year, as in they changed many parts of this particular gun that actually caused it to get worse. These models, anything prior to 1964, are high in demand as they were some of their more pristine guns manufactured up to this point. The next major changes came in the year 1982 when Winchester decided that they wanted to change their top ejection to a side ejection. And what this allowed was for these rifles to have a scope mounted, as when the shells were being ejected from the top, it made it extremely difficult to eject a shell with a scope mounted. As you see on Rob's gun, custom drills were made for a custom scope mount and scope to allow him to mount it. But these later changes allow it to flow much easier and eject from the side versus the top.
All right, well now you know a little history about these guns, but I think we've told you enough. Any more information you want to find, you can find on Wikipedia or any Google search can get you the information you need. But we want to go shoot these things.
I'm excited for this one.
So let's get out to the range. For you, it'll be as fast as you can pull a trigger. We got some time to kill, so we'll see you on the range. Welcome to the range.
Today's competition for round 1, we are going to be shooting those really small Christmas lights that you can see behind us. We have 15 yards set up at 7 Christmas lights. We will be shooting a head-to-head competition with a little bit of a twist. What we're going to do is when you take your first shot, the next shooter, has 5 seconds to react and take his shot. So you have to be ready. We'll just move down the line. It's going to come down to best accuracy on your light bulb.
So we're just basically going to take turns shooting, but do it quickly.
Why do you have to make it so easy?
I don't know. So also, because you can't see those from this camera, there are other cameras set up. You should see those above the screen now.
Give me a take countdown, will you?
3, 2, 1, fire. No, it didn't go off. Oh, it didn't load. That was our last one. Let's find out how we did. Well, that was kind of uneventful and probably boring to watch, but
But it was so fun. I love this gun.
So fun to shoot. These guns are amazing, but we're not the most accurate. I hit one light and I only hit the tip of it, and Jeremy was able to hit 2. We both severed the cord. While we take you down range and show you what happened.
First one, boom! Miss, miss. That didn't count. Miss. Almost a boom. That's the cord severation right there. Boom! Miss, miss.
And that's Jeremy's target. Let's see. Miss, miss, miss. That one wasn't there. Miss. Tip's gone. Miss, miss. But over here, broke the cord. Well, as you could see, when we took you down range, Jeremy hit 2, I hit 1. So he wins this competition.
So you know what, Team J? Victory! Add it to the scoreboard.
Now, we move on to round 2. All right, now we're here for round 2. What are you doing?
Santa came to play.
Santa can't be in the video. It's called Bald Guys with Guns, not Santa with air guns.
Santa's bald.
Nah, gotta come off.
No, what are you talking about?
Get that hair off of there.
Well, in that case, you're not country enough for today's shoot. Let's go.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Round 2, we are going to back up to 25 yards. We are shooting irons, but we're going to try to make it a little more exciting for you. We have glass ornaments that are a lot bigger. Should be easier for everybody to see. And what we're going to do is go 5 shots each, see who can hit them in the least amount of shots, and if it comes down to a tie, we are going to time it to see who does it the fastest, just in case.
All right, let's go. Another victory, team.
Nah, not this time.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh no. Oh, why am I not hitting that last one? Dang it. I'm out. Time. All right, Team Rob. We got 2 out of 3 with 5 shots, 27 seconds. Hopefully that's better than Jeremy.
And all I want for Christmas is to go 3 for 3.
3, 2, 1, go. This is just like what happened to me with the Marlin. That's time.
33 seconds, but 3 of my 3 targets are gone. You know why I win? I got the Christmas spirit today. And that's all, guys. Team J, let's run it up. 2 more. Come on, keep those points coming.
I can't believe I missed that last ornament.
That sucks. It really does. I thought the panic of shooting and getting that long jam was gonna throw me off, but we were able to pull through today. You know, it's about having the love, you know? You gotta have a relationship.
I need to own my own instead of using my family's guns, I guess.
You did beat me with your family's gun. No.
No, I haven't won a competition.
Well, your
yet.
Marlin 20, when we shot the Marlin 60s, I won because it wasn't yours.
That's true.
Yep.
When it was my gun, I won. When it wasn't mine, I lost.
You've lost. Well, you beat me with the XDS because I hate it more than you.
That's true. Because you had more experience of hating it.
Yes. So it comes down to love. You have not experienced the true love of a 3030.
I guess not. But either way, competition's over. Add 2 for Jeremy. Always remember, baldies, only the most beautiful scalps are bald. We'll see you next time.
Later!